Hello and welcome. This is Alchemistexe, and this is the banner overview for the week of June 16th. So I'm not 100% yet as far as my recovery from my illness goes, but I'm getting there. I can at least speak and not cough and talk into a microphone. All right. So, show must go on. All that. So this week, Cadanova has a job upgrade, Celliers has a job upgrade, and then the two of them plus Mielikki have new mementos. The mementos for Celliers and Mielikki are both normal pool, so I would keep that in mind. And then Cadanova's, of course, is limited, as is tradition for Holy Guard units with their class changes. So there are quite a few paid banners. I think really the only one worth noting is this one here on the screen. Definitely on the expensive side, but as far as being all limited units, that's pretty good altogether. So if you happen to be a spender, I think this is a fairly good use of paid gems, kind of up there with a memento reroll banner. The others I don't find to be particularly noteworthy. They're just either too expensive or too just kind of self-explanatory, like you have a chance of getting the new thing, and that's that. So then we get to this 5-star unit soul shard summon, and steps 5 and 10 are guaranteed to give you 125 limited soul shards. So that is pretty good. It's a little cheaper than normal as well. So I think it's definitely okay. I just think it's a little bit of a gem trap, as far as most results are probably going to have, maybe 1 or 2 sets of limited units, but it based on how they've done it in the past, like I was tracking this pretty carefully the last few times that I'd done reroll banners in the past, and because you'd think like raw probability wise you would expect to get between 3 and 4 sets of limiteds if every single unit is going to be a 5-star, given the ratio of normal pool to limited units, if it was like perfectly even probability. But the average was much closer to like 2 sets of limiteds, so definitely they stacked it that way. So I don't think it's amazing, but it definitely could be worse as far as chasing unit soul shards goes. The 3-step for Lakina and Akasa is an easy skip. They're both purchasable in the Louise shop. The Holy Guard one is going to be a skip for almost everyone, unless you're brand new and you have like a discount ticket, and that perfect training voucher will save you just so much time. Like you say you want to just get Kudenstein maxed out right away, especially since he just got his Gate 7, that kind of thing. It could be worthwhile, but for most people, they just don't need it. And if you are one of those people, like, time is all it will save you. You could just build them up and have it take longer, and you would ultimately be in not a too bad of a spot. Then we get to the next rather interesting banner. In this case, you can choose a set of 6 limited units, and keep in mind, nothing is guaranteed on this banner, but it is like a 2.5% chance. And you can do it 10 times, and then even if they're all duds, you could use the coins at the very least. Maybe I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing 10 steps of it, but as far as the use of discount tickets goes, it's definitely not bad if you can pick 6 units that you really, really want to get potentially. And that includes duplicates as well, because if you did happen to get a duplicate, it would be 100 shards. So overall, not awful. This one I think is a pass, just because, well, getting a guaranteed 5-star in every step is good, and then it gives you a selector instead of random soul shards. They're almost all normal pool. The ones that aren't are Louise shoppable, and you could always get a perfect training set instead if you want a ton of shards of a character in this group. So overall, I think it's just outshined by other banners this week. So then we get to Cadanova's memento banner. So if you want to get his newest memento, this is how you would do it. As far as it goes, it is definitely a damage boost for him. The max limit break bonus on it is going to be a slash mod boost. And then on top of that, it gives him a vision ability that will boost his P attack when his health gets low and gives him auto jewel charge, kind of like how Noin has with the with I think it's the Zwei VCR. Or it's just his VCR. I forget which one it is. But similar premise there. And then the VCR from it it'll give him a one-time guts as well as another attack boost attack boost. And then I think status negation, like immune to status effects when he's under 50% health. So overall, pretty good set. And then you can also potentially get the Dragon Riding memento as well. And on top of that, every single 5-star are going to be Sacred Stone mementos, which I think is kind of nice as far as that goes, because there's a lot of good ones and some good limited ones in that pool. So it just reduces the chances of duds on your rolls. So overall, solid 9-step. Then we get to a 9-step with Celliers and Mielikis. Also, not bad. I'm glad they didn't dilute the pool further with anything else. That being said, though, they are normal pool mementos, so if you're not in a hurry, you could definitely get them down the line. Celliers gives him a much needed speed boost, as well as auto jewel charge and then a signature weapon from the VCR. Mielikki gets an also much needed speed boost from hers, as well as a VCR that gives her a bunch of damage type resistance upon appearing on the map, as well as some healing bonus so she can do her job better. So yeah, it's not a bad banner by any stretch. It's just that they're normal pool, and I would definitely factor that into how you spend your gems. So then finally, of the new banners this week, there is a choose your own Sacred Stones memento setup. If it wants to load. Okay, there we go. So there are quite a few good limited mementos for the Holy Guard units. So as far as picking 6 of them goes, that shouldn't be too hard. The only thing that I would be wary of, just like with the one for units, is that nothing is going to be guaranteed here. And this one gives summon coins instead of the special milestone coins. So that lowers it down to me in terms of its value relative to the ones for the units. And then from last week, the week I didn't cover, there are a few other things, including a fairly solid pool of mementos on the 9-step. Like say you never got Bashini's and you wanted it, you could get it via 9-step here. Otherwise, the other ones aren't terribly noteworthy. So yeah, that is all I've got for this week. I wanted to keep this video a little on the short side because my voice isn't fully recovered yet. But if you are summoning this week, I wish you good luck, and I will see you all next time.